One, two. Oh, wait, you're starting. God damn it. All right, let's do it. I'm ready. I'm locked in.
Welcome to Minnesota Uncut. It's your boy, Uli.
And your boy, Will.
And we're here ready to do this fourth episode.
That's right. Episode 4. I think the topic today we're going to get on is the mass shootings in the country. It is a mess. We've talked about it a little bit off air, and now we wanted to put our thoughts out there. This is insane what is going on. We just looked up a recent shootings in the country, and just over the last weekend, there was, 5 different shootings? Baltimore, 1 person dead, 4 injured. Cleveland, 1 dead, 3 injured. Greenville, North Carolina, no dead, 4 shot though. New York City, no dead, 6 shot. Rhode Island, that actually was a big one. That was the Brown University shooting. I'm not discrediting that the other ones weren't legit shootings, but that one had, looks like 3 dead, 9 injured. That was at Brown University. A former student that graduated back in 2001 opened fire in Brown University's engineering school during a review session for final exams, killing 2 people and injuring 9 others. 2. Oh, maybe 1's okay. Anyways, but shooter then traveled to Brookline, Massachusetts, where he fatally shot Nuno. I don't know how to say that name. How do you say that name? Can you pronounce that? Anyways, in a separate attack before taking his own life. That's the part I wanted to talk on. I am sick of these people. They think they're big, tough guys, big shootouts, and then they take their own lives. What kind of coward-ass way out is that?
Fucking coward.
Yeah, seriously. You're a big, tough guy. Go ahead and do your big shooting. Don't do your big shooting. That's really what we're getting on in this one. But, I
was going to say, what the fuck are you saying, Will, man?
I am not saying do your big shooting because this is a mess. And that's what we were talking about previously when we had our conversation. We grew up back in, going to school in like the 2000s. Shootings happened, but they didn't happen at schools.
Nah, man. It was like more, if it was like gangbanging part, like, outside of school, what's up, fool? I'll see you outside.
Yeah, for sure. Anything at school, I think the fight started there. Like,
right.
The fight could escalate, but then when, like, if me and you are beefing in school, we're going to have a fight. Somebody doesn't like they took that L. Now it escalates. Or they got jumped or whatever the case. Now, okay, you jump me, I'm going to go get that pistol and we going to work this out. But I would normally be looking for you on the street. I'm not going to the school to shoot you. I'm trying to find you because back in our day, we were trying to get away with it.
Right.
I guess. Whereas these guys, they're going in knowing that they're going to get caught at school or something, so they take their own lives. And that is the most cowardly thing I can think of. Like, what do you do?
I don't know if it's like people are thinking that it's cool and maybe they're trying to do it like a trend type deal. I don't know what's going on, but
well, yeah, I guess, I've heard different comparisons like, oh, they think it's Call of Duty and they get more points if they shoot a bunch of people at school. First off, going to a school to,
that's not a game, man.
No, fuck no games. Oh, God. It drives me nuts. Again, we live in Minnesota, so there was actually just that big shooting a little while back at Annunciation elementary school.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
That is the most cowardly thing. I was so hurt because I have a child. That was insane.
The part that it messes with my head is just last week we had this incident where kids were sending threats like, oh, we're going to shoot certain schools, and then they started sending it to different schools, and
I think it was like a Snapchat video or something. Yeah, the kid posted a bunch of guns and said X, Y, and Z high schools are all.
My kids go to Burnsville High School and stuff, so we got phone calls, and man, it messes with your head. It's like,
well, yeah, I remember talking to you that day, and you were ready to pull your kids out of school for the week. You weren't playing with your kids' lives.
I was telling my wife, I'm like, man, it's like, I'm praying that it's a joke, like kids are trying to get out of school since the holidays or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, man, this ain't a funny joke, and kids got to understand that too. You can't be playing with this stuff. Like,
no, this isn't a game. Because think about it as a parent. Like,
I didn't took it as a joke because, man, like, what if something does happen, man? Like, everything starts messing with your head. Like,
Well, I mean,
I don't want nobody's kids, man, getting hurt or anything, you know. So
and over nothing. That's the part that it bothers me the most. Maybe is people are taking out their anger on kids that don't know nothing.
You send your kids to go to school, not to get, you know, killed.
But
you
I
know,
mean,
you expect to see your kids back. Like, who sends their kids and expect them like, oh, they might get killed today at school? Like,
well, that's just like when the kids were doing like shooting drills at school and stuff. That's crazy to me that they have to do like training for
I
an
heard of
active
that
shooter.
too.
Yeah, the active shooter drills, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Now they have what is it, a safe room or something? Or
Oh, do some schools have? Okay.
They're starting to do some safe rooms or whatever.
And that's again crazy to me to think about. Like this isn't even a topic 20 years ago that
It's like back when I was a kid, we used to have drills for earthquakes and
it was tornado warning,
tornadoes.
Here. Yeah, we're going to stick your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye type drills, whatever.
Right, but
you know, this is
man, it's just it has to stop, man.
It
you
really
know,
does.
like you got to talk to your kids. See, maybe I don't know if it's communication. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't want to say it's the parents, but obviously it starts somewhere. So I think if the problem's not starting at home, at least start communicating with your kids. Ask them, everything's going on all right, everything's good at home, you know, like anything helps. Like, and also if your kid's the one doing all these dumb jokes, man, like I think
you need to discipline your kids.
Yeah.
I mean, parents need to get more involved.
If you don't raise your kids, somebody else will raise them for you, and that's and
it's the internet. That's who's raising people's kids these days. So,
internet, and then once they get in the internet, you know, it's nothing good, man. And nowadays, not even politics is good, man. Like you talk politics, you get killed, and right. So I'm always telling my kids, like I'm serious. Like I'm always telling them, like, hey, if you see something going on, don't be talking about no politics out there. Don't try not to get involved in anything that, you know, they looked at me crazy, but I'm like, man, I just don't want my kids getting hurt. So just be aware of all your surroundings at all times, you know, like.
No, yeah, for sure. 100%. I don't understand. Again, just to touch back.
I heard of people protesting, man, and I'm not against anything, but I even told my kids, like, I don't want you guys protesting out there, man. It's just the world's so crazy nowadays that it's we don't really have freedom no more, man. It's I think our freedom is really out the window now. Like you protest and now you get killed. Back then you used to protest and probably got your ass whooped and that's about it, you know, or got caught on some stuff, but yeah, now it's like now they're killing over that, and it's like, man, I thought only cholos went through that, man, and it's everything now.
This is everybody. I mean, we've had long conversations. Like we don't know what to do as fathers. You know, dang near, do we go stand guard at our kids' school?
I'm like, shoot, man, like
we had talked about. Do we need to get a police presence that's at the
I feel that we should somehow protest or send letters at least to the districts, man. Like we need more security in schools. You know, we need to have police more patrolling in our schools, protecting our kids. This is where we need police, man. We can't.
I guess
defund the police.
I can take a shot at the police. I mean, they're not able to pull anybody over, so go sit at a school then if you're not going to do anything. It's a deterrent. Like you guys aren't I mean, I work in the Minneapolis area, and they're not allowed. Now, this is not me just dogging the police.
Allegedly, they are not allowed to.
Yeah, they're not allowed to chase for like stolen cars and things like that. That's been going on. It's a law, so their hands are tied. I'm not saying that the cops wouldn't like to do their job, but they can't. So instead of hanging out at the Holiday gas station, which I see them at all the time or something, go hang out at the school. Some parent will drop some donuts off or whatever. That's shots fired about the donuts. But hey, whatever. This is a comedy show. We're trying to say, but I'm serious. Like, hang out at the schools. I am sick of living in fear, having the conversation with my wife. My wife, she's like, "Oh, we need to homeschool or something." Well, I'm not the type that wants to live under a rock for every bad thing that happens.
Man,
in the
I
world.
can imagine the teachers too. Like, what are they going through, man?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's hard being a teacher too.
You know, you've seen some of the stories of like teachers having to, you know, be superheroes. Well, guess
Right.
what? These teachers are somebody's parents, so now they're not coming home. Now, not saying I wouldn't do the exact same thing if I was a teacher in the school. Yeah, I'd be in the front line. I want the kids to survive. I've lived at least a decent amount of time in this world, whereas they haven't even lived yet. They're not even out of school. Like, they haven't gotten their own thoughts yet. They're still learning. They're getting educated. That's why I don't understand why we're shooting the kids, because all it's teaching them is fear.
Yeah.
Like fear of your own, you know, fellow classmates and stuff. And that isn't what it should be.
I don't get what point they're trying to prove. Or I know a lot of these cases, they say that they were going through some depression and stuff, man. But I go back, like, how do we help them, man?
Go
Like,
back to fighting. Let's just fight.
you know, just yeah.
I
That
mean,
always took care of it. I mean, you got hurt, but
yeah, you get a little bump and bruise, but you're alive. I mean,
my kids laugh because I'm like, this is where Friday was cool, man. We used to see Friday, and you know,
yeah, you live to fight another day.
exactly.
I mean, we've been preaching that for a long time, that, you know, they made there's a lot of old movie references where it's like, what, do you think they stopped making guns when they made yours? No, that's
No.
the problem though, is it's a bunch of people that can't fight that grab a gun and shoot. A scared person will shoot somebody.
And I don't think any law enforcement or what I was gonna say, like if they enforce like the gun policies or whatever, I don't think that's gonna take care of
no,
the
that's
bad people, you know. So
the only people that's taken care of is the law-abiding citizens. Let's be honest;
Because-
they're the only ones that are going to follow the rules. The criminals are already breaking.
I think
the rules.
it's right to say, like, me and you know, we've been criminals back when we were kids or whatever, and we know how easy it is to get a gun
Oh yeah,
without anything.
it doesn't
It's-
matter. Yeah,
It's way harder to get a gun legally,
Yeah,
but as a criminal, you have it ASAP.
yeah. You could get it as you got to do is have some money and it's yours.
Yeah, that's yours.
Don't
And
worry.
it's not even expensive either.
No, that's not. They're not.
So when people talks about like, oh, let's ban guns. Oh, sure. I grew up around criminals, man, and
They got guns.
they got guns. They can get
That's-
them easily anytime.
Yeah, it's not, you know, and that's, I've seen that argument actually, like the Second Amendment right people that are really pushing that. And I'm not
And
one way or another.
I'm not saying that people don't commit like accidents or whatever, you know, with guns too. You know, it's
Oh yeah. I mean, there's,
Whoever owns
there's
them
careless
is-
people.
yeah.
There's people that don't, you know, take the proper care that you should as a gun owner, 100%. But there's plenty of, just for every one of those, there's just as many bad people that can just have them.
So I think we gotta fix our world at our house first. Like, we gotta start there. We gotta start talking to our kids, making sure they're good. Not just I'm not saying that you're the one with the bad kid, but if keep an eye either or, you know, it could be your kid could be the one getting
Yeah, your
bullied
kid-
or whatever, and
You know what? You just said the word that triggered something in my head. Let's just bring old school bullying back, where it was, you know, you talked about each other, you got in a fist fight, you became best friends after that.
hey,
I mean,
yep, that's
I'm not,
how it was.
I'm not encouraging violence, but I'm encouraging not using guns and ending people's lives and ruining many, many, many people's lives.
Maybe we need more boxing rings around the neighborhood
used
or something, or maybe
mean-
we need, I don't know.
Did you ever have that when we threw the gloves on in my boy's basement? We'd fight
Yep.
friends. We
used to fight at
every
on
time
our
you talk
backyards.
crap with your own friends, you're like, man, throw the gloves on then. Let's see what's up. Like, we're not trying to really hurt. We're gonna be friends after this,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're gonna see who got hands. We're gonna,
Some of my best homies were
Yeah,
people that I got down with.
dude. I fought one of my probably out of
We
many,
gave
many
each other
homies.
respect because it was like, oh shoot,
Yeah, like, oh, he will hit. You know, he can fight. Oh,
Right.
don't think it's sweet. Like,
Right.
my boy that probably had the most fights of any of my homies that volunteered for it. He was always first in line for any type of scrap. Me and him put the gloves on, and I just remember thinking in my head, I was the only white boy at the time. I knew when they said ding, I better swing because he ain't taking it easy on me. He was going to come hard. And let me tell you, when they said ding, I hit him with a 3-piece so fast and knocked him down. They were shook. And I was, because I know he wasn't going to take it easy on me. And so I dang sure. And then Yeah, they shoot. Oh, I was high or whatever. Blah blah blah. Motherfucker,
Always,
you high
always
every fight.
excuse when you mess up, right?
You high every fight you ever been in. So that doesn't mean anything to me. No, I got you. I was ready. You weren't. I was on business when they said go. It's fight time. Like, okay, let's throw these hands. But I don't know. I guess I'm not trying to encourage fighting, but I'd rather you fighting than shooting, if that makes sense. And I mean, think, obviously don't do any of it, but
I don't know if, like I said, I don't know. We got to find, as a parent, I think we got to find out how can we help in schools, maybe. Do we volunteer or something? I don't know. Do we have,
and that's the thing is there's so many regulations too. Like, I don't think I could volunteer at my daughter's school, or I don't know that you could in the sense of being ex-cons or things like that. Well, I think our situation's a little different. Yours is like juvenile, whereas mine was considered adult. So they do background checks for like, but think about it. Who's going to stop school bullies and who's going to stop the thugs in the school more than old thugs? Who are you scared of? I never forget at my old school shot literally at Washburn High School in South Minneapolis. Anybody that went there in the early 2000s to know who old school is. We could just say old school and you know exactly who I'm talking about. He was a hall monitor there for a long time and he had respect. A lot of people knew him. He was like OG. And that's why I said you almost want those people because.
But that's what I'm saying. It's more like fear, no? Like people that are doing that is people that actually cowards, man.
Yeah, no, there are cowardly people. And again, I guess we could get more on that campaign that if you see something, say something. I try to preach that to my daughter. Don't let nobody get bullied.
Nah, just
like if you see somebody bullying, stand up and speak up. Like don't let.
And that's what I'm saying. We got to teach your kids a little bit more of that too. Like just
stop picking on the little guy or stop. That doesn't make you cool. You don't get brownie points for picking on the little nerdy kid or something. I had a situation like that back in high school where there was a guy that would wear the old scientist jacket, the crazy. Yep. He was like he was just a nerdy kid. He put a flamethrower on a remote control car. Like he was very all about science. I never had problems with him. I heard about two guys that was thinking they was thugs and stuff. They tried to rob him because he had $300 to go get a motor for like something he was building. And they stole his wallet at the bus stop and stuff. And luckily he had his money hid in his sock, so they didn't get his money. And I heard about it through the school because you know how that, the rumor mill goes in the school. And I was in class with the two guys and I pulled out about $1,000 and I was waving in front of their face. And I straight up told them to their face, I was like, I wish you would. It'd be the last thing you do. And in high school, that's the kind of mentality I had. But they were cowards. I'm showing you I got the money. Come get it.
Right.
You want to pick on the little guy that's just minding his business, doing his own thing. Hey, I want the smoke. What's up?
When I was a kid, I seen shootings at school, but it was like outside of school. It was the cholos, hitting each other up.
But again, it was
corner. But
you were targeting a specific person. These dudes are doing just random shootings, whoever they can shoot in the classroom or what. You know what I mean? That's insane. That's insane to me. Like
it's crazy. I think it's
senseless. I'm not saying any of it's good, but you didn't even have a legit target. No. It wasn't like it was your op. This was no, these are the kids getting bullied that, they're making fun of me. Now I got to shoot up the school or something. And this is where I get into, we're about to go down a rabbit hole here in a second because this is where I get into the generational differences a little bit and touch on because I don't understand why we are so soft as a country now. Nobody, like the old term thick skin or something like, yes, words hurt, blah, blah, blah. What, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You remember that old saying?
Yep.
It's like, but words do hurt. And, yeah, no. I mean, yes, they can. I mean,
they can.
I was bullied when I was a kid, but I'm not trying to go shoot up the school or I don't have any of them thoughts. Like
a lot of the times that I got bullied, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no, it made me strive to be better. Like I got bullied for being the big kid. All right, well, let me try to lose some weight.
And I tell people, man, I got my ass whooped, but
yeah, no, I mean,
I took care of business, and I after every single time, even if I got my ass whooped, I still got respect because they didn't mess with me again.
Yeah, no, I mean,
everything stopped right there.
If you're willing to fight back, even if you lose, people ain't trying to come fight you again because they don't want you to mess around and win the next time. Like, typically, there is a respect. I mean.
But I was fighting older kids too. I'm saying when I got my ass whooped, it was like older kids. And
oh yeah, I mean,
so
That was
Shit, I wasn't scared, man. I was just too dumb to, notice what. I was too dumb to recognize scare, man. I was just like, I was too dumb to throw myself in the.
That was my one fight in prison. I got in one fight in my almost 4 years that I did, and dude outweighed me by about 80 pounds. Was bigger than. He wasn't ready for what he even told his cellie like after it happened. He thought he was just going to punch me and tell me to get out of his cell. That was not the right choice. That was a bad idea. I don't know who he thought I was, but you swing on me, keep swinging. You're going to know you were in a fight. I'm not saying I'm the biggest. I'm not saying I'm the baddest, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to know you were in a fight.
Well, that's how mentality was back then, man. It was like never back down, man, and don't look down either. Like
again, I could have lost that fight, but you are going to fight. We are going to fight. I'm not just going to get punched and you tell me to walk away. No.
Now that I'm older and I think about my old stuff back in the days too. Did anyone ever really think they were going to lose, man? Like,
no.
Your mentality is like, oh, I'm going to get this kid right now.
Everybody. And I remember, I'll never forget when Somalis were first coming to, like, we had a big influx in Minneapolis, and we had a bunch of them at Washburn High School. And I remember one of my homies ran up. I was pulling up. We were beefing with a couple of them. Pulled up after school. He jumped out of the van before anybody else did. And he ran up on the biggest Somalian dude I seen, and he got bammed. Dude picked him up and slammed him on the hood of a car. And I was like, you messed up running up by yourself, and you thought you were big and bad, and that dude was ready to stand on his own business. So I had to give the respect there. Like, you should have waited till I threw my car in park so we could have got out as a unit. You know what I mean? You ran up and you found out. You messed around and found out. That was.
Hell yeah.
How many scenarios have you had in that your lifetime where it's? Well, I know I've had like 4 on 8s where I've been outnumbered by double and we won, but it's you find out if you can handle your business. But guess what? I'm alive from all those fights. I've been in a lot of fights in my life. Like through my high school years, I'd say I probably averaged at least one fight a week. Like
I've been in fights and I've been shot at like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, shoot! Oh yeah, I can't even.
And
I guess I don't even know the exact number, but
a lot of the times I remember just running, man.
Oh yeah, when
I didn't even know if I got shot or not. I'm just like,
no, the shooting comes, you're ducking and running. That I am not the guy that's, let's see what's going on over here. There's gunshots going. No, I'm getting the fuck out. You about to see a track star? I mean. This big guy can move when he got to unhook the trailer. Let me tell you, I'm ready.
Yeah.
But again, not saying go into the, but I just, we got a little sidetracked, but I do want to circle back to the school shootings. Stop that.
Yeah, we got to stop, man.
Stop. You're not doing nothing. You guess what? I don't remember none of the names and none of these shooters.
Cool. It's not safe. And man, it's just,
you're garbage. If you're thinking about a school shooting, you're a piece of garbage. Legit. Yep. You're just, that's all I can say. If you're thinking about some kind of school shooting, you are a piece of garbage. Nobody respects you. You don't get there's no loyalty to you. You are a piece of garbage and your parents are ashamed of you if you are doing that. I'm just telling you right now. So there you go. That's, I think that's,
well, thank you people. Yeah. Have a great one. Thank you for keep watching.
Shout out to the Minnesota Wild, by the way. Quinn Hughes, different podcast, but this is a Minnesota Wild hat. I do want to give a shout out. All right, sorry.
Didn't you have a homie too that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah,
YouTuber or what is it?
Yeah, I got a one of my gaming homies that I was playing with yesterday. He actually was talking about that we got the podcast, and I wanted to give him a shout out. Bad Enough on YouTube, I believe. Bad Enough 1, maybe he said. I'll look, but see if you can find him. I play with him. He plays a lot on his own. He's good. Give him a watch. Check him out.
All right, cool. Take care, guys.
Yep.